Hi everyone, it's John from LuxMilitis, and I'm joined today by Jack.
Hello.
And Nick.
Hi.
And we're doing a new little series on the channel called Perk Breakdown, where we're gonna be going through all the perks and maybe give you some thoughts that you've never really contemplated before. So, without further ado, I thought we'd jump straight into it with Lightweight, underused perk.
I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest.
I'm not a big fan either. It doesn't suit my playstyle at all.
I think people say you should use it for a run and gun style, but to be honest, I don't see how it particularly helps you with it.
I think Ghost helps you more in run and gun, to be perfectly honest. But we'll talk about that in a second. But I just find the pro perk, although no falling damage on paper sounds awesome, you think, oh, no falling damage. Can you think of many places where you can die from fall damage?
Yeah,
I mean, you can't really count with high
apart from Musafa Rock on jungle, there's very few places that are frequent.
It's not even dying, it's just taking damage. There's not many places. I mean, I can think of a couple on radiation, and that's about it.
But even then, if you're stupid enough to jump out of a window you're going to die from, you deserve to.
Exactly.
There shouldn't be something that stops that.
You shouldn't just be running in front of things.
It's just natural selection, then.
And obviously the pro perk, the non-pro perk is the faster running, which on a game like Call of Duty, I don't notice particularly.
I wouldn't notice it either. The only thing you might want to use it for if you're using your SMG/ballistic knife on capture flag, because that bit of speed does help. But
anyone who does use the SMG ballistic knife annoys me.
So they don't.
I'd also like to say, a lot of listeners might not know this, but if you hold a camera spike, you run almost twice as fast. Did you know that?
It's the same with motion sensors and claymores as well. I always use it when I'm running towards a flag if I know no one's going to be there.
Yeah, well, if anyone didn't know, there's a little piece of insight.
Nice little tidbit there.
Yes. So moving on to Scavenger.
So Scavenger just replenishes your ammo.
It's the one I use normally, unless I'm using Ghost.
Depends what gun you use and if it's good or not.
It's really, you can't. There's nothing to say about Scavenger ability. It replenishes your ammo. Pro ability doubles your starting ammo. There's not much to say. I think it's more useful for commentators, though, if you want to do a game exclusively with one gun.
But for the average player, I think, unless you are achieving those really high kill streaks, I just don't see its usefulness, personally.
There's got to be something else to remember, though. Depending on what gun you're using, you can you automatically pick up ammo if you run over somebody's gun. It's the same gun,
if you're a dickhead running about with a 7.4U, you're going to find other dickheads 7.4Us on the floor as well, so you don't worry.
Very eloquently phrased there.
It's why AK-74Us never run out of ammo.
Okay, so I thought
pro ability as well. Starting with ammo and extra magazines.
Does the extra magazines not really defeat the object of replenishing it? So if you've got like extra magazines,
well, you'll never run out, and
I don't see why you wouldn't just use extended mags instead.
Well, you don't get any more ammo, do you? You just get more.
You do. I'm sure you get a few more bullets.
I don't think you do.
It's like you do with double. You definitely do with double tap. I'm sure it works with extended mags as well. In the Galil, you get 50 bullets in a clip, and you get 90 in your reserve. That's definitely
I don't
more.
Know. It's something that we need to look into.
Well, maybe we should have looked into it before the podcast.
But let's just move on.
So, Ghost, which is, a lot of people say it's overused, or not overused, but overpowered, and I don't understand that at all.
I don't see how it can be overpowered. It probably, for me, is the most skillful perk.
Yeah, it's the one that, I mean, anyone, Hardline, 2 kills for an RC car.
I like Hardline.
Yeah, but if using the RC car in the first place was...
Yeah. Well, I think Ghost, I don't understand, it's not like Danger Close, because Danger Close gets other people killed, and you think, oh, god damn it, Danger Close. Same with Commando from the last two.
Ghost is a very personal thing for your skill. It's based on helping you rather than hurting others. And
it also stops you from being spawn killed as much. You know, if someone's got a gunship in the air, they shoot the red dots. So if you're using Ghost Pro, then you're golden. I really don't. I disagree with anyone who says it's overpowered. But
when people are using UAV, recon, spy plane, whatever the hell it is on this one.
There we go.
When you're running, you won't look for people who aren't a red dot on the map a lot of the time, and you will get caught off guard by people using Ghost, and for that reason, it's a really useful perk.
So do we all agree, out of the blue perks, it's probably the best?
It's probably the best if you're playing as an individual.
Yeah, the best all-round perk. I mean, in some situations, others would be better, but all-round, we agree that Ghost is the best.
I would say, yeah.
Moving on to Flak Jacket, which is good, but I don't use. And if you don't know exactly the stats, it caps explosive damage at 80%. So pretty much you have to be on top of an RC car on top of a Semtex and a lethal grenade within a couple
you have to be stuck by
maybe
Semtex and killed by it.
So I think it is very underrated in that way, because a lot of people get very annoyed by the RCXD.
You feel like a dick. You feel like a fat boy when you use it.
True, it's not the prettiest, but I don't personally use it, and I've not had much experience with it. But
the only time I've ever used it is when we played Fat Boy, when in the
private
game
matches.
Modes. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever used it, so I can't really say too much. Or the only thing I can see is if flamethrowers would have been flamethrowers, if RC cars would have carried on making their sort of appearance in every game and getting blown up by RC cars, but they seem to have died out.
It depends who you're playing with if you want to use flak jacket or not. Because if you're playing some people who don't really use explosives much, and you just want to go around and use the bullets, then it's not going to be any benefit towards you, unless you have a pro version, because, let's be honest, napalm.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think you've picked up on the point of it there. It's a very specific perk.
Yes.
Ghost will help you all the time, but flak jacket's only in those explosive situations.
And for objective games, I find if you're capping flags, how often does a grenade kill you? It's a lot of the time. Headquarters, especially.
I get so many kills with frag grenades. It's untrue.
Noob tubes,
people
to be
need
honest,
to use them.
You don't see them much in the rest of the game, for which I'm eternally grateful.
Only
going to a game of headquarters, and it's just a noob tube fest. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'd agree there.
Oh, I wish you could have med packs like on Bad Company 2.
Let's not be Bad Company fanboys.
Okay.
The people, they don't want to hear about Bad Company. We play Call of Duty, we spit on Bad
It's
Company.
a good game.
No, it's not. He's wrong. Don't listen to him, listeners.
Okay, so the final one in the... I don't know, I can give or take it, and it's Hardline.
Now, Hardline, this is, to be honest, the one I use. It's my favourite one.
I use it as well.
The ability of it is it reduces your kill streaks by 1. And as it was said a bit earlier, if you are using RCXD, 2 for RCXD, it can seem a little overpowered, especially in games like Search and Destroy.
It helps nobody on the team either.
No. But for me, I think people say it's not particularly useful for the higher kill streaks.
I wouldn't say it helps nobody on the team. If you're running Spy Plane and Hardline...
Oh, no. I mean, Hardline does help the team incredibly, especially since it's 2 kills for Spy Plane, but 2 kills for an RCXD, it's a very solo-orientated kill streak.
If you're using an RCXD, you're a horrible, horrible person and have
I agree completely. I think you should stop playing the game right now.
Stop. Go home. Even though you might be home already,
go to another room.
Okay, so...
But no, I like Hardline. I think the pro ability as well, especially if you use care packages.
It was very overpowered when you could tap SAM turrets and sentry guns.
Oh, I did love that there.
Guaranteed a chopper gunner in a game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gold.
I do want to say as well to all the listeners, we read all the comments, and I would actually really like to sort of hear what other people's favourites are, because I don't see that many people running Ghost, although we all agree it's the best one. I don't see that many people running it, because you can tell from the ghillie suit, and you can tell from when you've got 8 blobs on your radar.
Most people using lightweight or scavenger, I'd say.
So just if anyone does use flak jacket or does use sort of lightweight,
let us know.
Let us know in the comments, because I want to try new things. I find myself using the same class over and over again, and I think that's probably why I'm going a bit bored of the game.
Same old people, same old classes.
Yeah. Well, it's my fault, really.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault.
Something else we'd like to know: who has the nicest voice?
I think me.
No, we don't want to know that.
If you just want to let us know, just drop us a little comment. Who has the nicest voice? We'd be grateful.
Okay, Mr. Chocolate Caramel Voice. We'll end it on that now. So thanks for listening, everyone. If you haven't already, like the video, or dislike the video if you really felt it was pointless. And also, drop us a comment about your blue perk. And if you haven't subscribed, we'd really appreciate it.
Don't hurt my feelings. Okay. Like the video.
Right. Let's sign them out, guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.